Where you at? Okay, bye.
See, this should be interesting. The tag team title's on the line, and you got one half of the McIntyre brothers out to be helped to the ring with Pinky Sanchez. If I'm defending the tag belts, I'm a little worried. You got a very game tag team in Niles Young and Frankie Frizzo, who own one non-title victory over these two guys.
Well, I was just going to say that, Joe. They should be worried because they dropped the match to them in the non-title contest. I don't see any reason to believe that they won't lose the belts here tonight.
They got to get their act together. But I'll tell you what, in the end, they come together a lot of times. You know, Johnny uses Angus as just like a bowling pin or whatever to throw at people.
Well, that's about all he's going to be good for tonight. Malcolm just gave him a sobriety test. He couldn't even walk to the middle of the ring.
Well, Niles Young and Frankie Frizzo. Noticeably absent tonight, Noelle Harlow. I'm sure she's out scouting more talent to add to their stable, maybe.
No question about it. And we're underway here.
We're underway for the Tag Team Championship. Like I always say about Frankie Frizzo, he always finds a way. He has the eye of the tiger, RC.
I don't believe Angus is going to start in the ring. Look at that degenerate.
And Frizzo goes for a shot, but you know what?
He punched the tag team title.
Frizzo right there, you know, should have paid a little more attention right there. Now he's hurting for it. Big arm drag from Johnny, from Angus. I'm telling you, every time I see a McIntyre Brothers match, I always get confused. I think maybe I might have had one or too many before the match.
I'll tell you what, though, Joe, it looks like Angus was playing possum. He doesn't look drunk at all.
Now, it might have been wise strategy on their part. Internet television champion Frankie Frizzo in some early trouble. Angus McIntyre in full control. Well, I'll tell you what, maybe if Noelle Harlow was out there, maybe we would have seen some, maybe that wouldn't have happened.
Angus gives him a wet willy. What a way to start the match.
These McIntyre brothers always hamming it up and drinking it up. And Johnny right now working over Frizzo, working over that arm. He tags into Niles Young, trying to get Niles Young to face off against Frizzo. It's not happening, RC.
Well, you know what? They might ham it up, but they are the champions, so they're doing something right in that ring.
And they have been champions for quite some time, RC. And now they're working over Frizzo. And you know what? You don't hold on to the belt since October of '08. And if you're not a good team, and these guys are very, very good team. Right now, Angus all over Frizzo.
Absolutely right. They're not my favorite team. I'm not fond of them personally, but they are a great team. A wedgie now. Wet willies and wedgies. What are we in for tonight?
Well, we are on the school campus right here in Phoenixville at Cat Pickering. And Frizzo right now had enough. He's hurting. Niles Young trying to talk some sense into him, get him back in his game. He is the Internet Television Champion.
This is like a freshman hazing.
Now Frizzo working over Angus, but Angus fighting back. Angus throws him out of the ring. Frizzo to the floor. Angus following right after him. He's working over Frizzo. He's gonna take him into the crowd. He's letting the fans give him a wet willy. I'll tell you, not a good night to be Frankie Frizzo against Angus McIntyre or Johnny McIntyre.
I hate to say this, Joe, but I'm starting to take a liking to Angus.
Tell you what, they're giving Frizzo everything he can handle. And the tag to Johnny.
You got that right. Give him everything he can handle and more. Johnny coming in now, I presume, the more sober of the two.
You never know with these two. You never know where their sobriety is. And a big body slam from Johnny McIntyre. And a big knee to the back. And working over that back of Frizzo. Just devastating Frizzo's back right now. And neck area, too. Frizzo in trouble. We got a cover. 1, 2. Almost a big win for Johnny McIntyre and a title retention. Johnny's setting him up for something here. Twisting around Frizzo. A reverse Boston Crab, maybe. He's got it. Some kind of reverse Boston Crab. He's going to try to pick him up.
Very difficult maneuver, but very
almost like if he can get his arms, he's going to put him in like a pendulum-like maneuver.
He's almost got it, Joe.
He does, and he does. And he's Frizzo in trouble. And a big elbow drop from Johnny McIntyre. And putting the knees to Frizzo.
Showing why they are the champions, unleashing maneuvers like that. Very impressive by the McIntyre brothers.
Frizzo has been not able to make one tag yet in this match. Brothers McIntyre, they might have lost a non-title match, but when the title's on the line, they're proving, hey, we're not messing around.
You know what? I think they came to this match good and sober because they saw what Niles and Frizzo did to them when they were completely drunk at the last show.
I'll tell you what, Frizzo and Niles not taking him by surprise tonight. Frizzo and Niles Young in trouble. And they got the wedgie going again.
Poor Frankie Frizzo's not going to be able to talk right for a week.
And now he got whooped on the butt. Frizzo, he's in trouble. Frizzo not in a good way right now.
Johnny and Angus taking turns, each one delivering punishment one after the other.
Frizzo's going to need a drink after this match. But Frizzo, the Internet Television Champion, firing back, and he makes a tag to Niles Young. Niles Young with a big boot, working over Johnny McIntyre. Both these teams favorites of the fans.
Very true. I'll say this, though. The last time we saw Niles and Frizzo, they worked very well as a duo. They were a very cohesive tag team unit.
Very true. And right now, Niles Young working over Johnny. The fresh man making a difference. Frizzo's recovering outside the ring.
Hasn't been the camel clutch. I'll tell you what, Joe, that is a painful maneuver. I was put in it once, and I guarantee you I'd be submitting already.
Right now, Niles Young wearing down Johnny McIntyre. And he's working on that back now. Now the tables have definitely turned. Niles Young looking good in there. He tried to knock Angus off the ring apron, but it didn't work.
Angus a little too quick for him. I can't believe I'm saying that.
I know, Niles looking a little frustrated there. Johnny in trouble. He working over Johnny in the ropes. Johnny tied up right now. And if he's inebriated at all, he might be tied up by 8 ropes, RC, if you know what I mean.
That he might be. I don't know how many ropes he's seeing, but I know how many ropes have him tied up. And he's in some big trouble.
Tagging to Frizzo. Senior official Malcolm Slick trying to get Angus out of that ring, but a double team going on while he's messing around with Angus. Frizzo and Niles working over Johnny. Frizzo now going with the chin lock. Now he's beating on him. Hitting the forearms to the chest. He's just wearing him down, brutalizing Johnny McIntyre.
I'll tell you what, Joe, it's one of those situations with the brothers McIntyre. I feel a lot about them the way that I do about the Cash Money brothers. I don't necessarily like them, but I have a ton of respect for them just because of what they can do in that ring.
All right, now the Internet Television Champion showing that eye of the tiger. He's come back from the predicaments he's in. Right now, he's going to take on Angus. He don't want no parts of Angus right now. And Angus with a head right to the gut. He bulldozed him
all the way across the ring.
He gonna try to, he monkey flips him out of that corner. Nicely executed. Frankie Frizzo, Angus McIntyre right now. Uh-oh, is he gonna get it again? Frizzo doesn't want it. Oh, now he's giving him an Indian burn. An Indian burn on the arm right now, taking Frizzo totally out of his game. They're not wrestling Frizzo, they're just messing with his head. Now he's putting the knuckles to the ribs. Frizzo trying to get out of it. Takes down Angus. Angus going for a cover there. 1, 2, 2.5.
I'll tell you what, Joe, Frizzo has just been dominated by the brothers McIntyre tonight.
He's looking baffled in that ring, too. Look at him. He's looking back and forth. Maybe Frizzo's drunk. I don't know, RC. Internet Television Champion might be inebriated. He looks confused as all heck in that ring right now.
I don't know if he's drunk. I think he's just confused by all the wedges he's taken and the wet willy. Something got into his head.
He thinks he's back in 5th grade again.
Maybe he was bullied as a kid. What do I know?
Frizzo firing back, misses a clothesline. Johnny McIntyre, double clothesline, both men down. Senior official Malcolm Slick got to start a count right now, both men down. Johnny back to his rolls over, gets a cover first. Now Frankie goes for a cover. Senior official Malcolm Slick getting in position, 2 count only. Now we got another count, 1, 2. And they're rolling around, getting 2 counts, trying to maybe get a 3. You never know.
A lot of back
Malcolm Slick doesn't really want to do this. He's looking a little disgusted by it. And Frizzle gets a cover, 1, 2. I don't know, I think the old senior official Malcolm Slick would have appreciated that. The new one looked annoyed by that.
I don't think he's annoyed, Joe. I think he's exhausted from having worked so many matches.
I don't know. I just don't know about senior official Malcolm Slick anymore.
He's the hardest working person in this company, Joe.
I'll tell you what, these guys are chopping the dickens out of each other right now. And a tag is made. Niles Young comes in with Angus McIntyre. They're going at it. Exchanging blows back and forth, tooth and nail in that ring. Angus now trying to... they're exchanging blows.
Trying to get the upper hand. Looks like Niles. No, now it's Angus.
Neither man can get the advantage right now.
Looks like the McIntyre's back in control.
Tag to Johnny. Knocks Frizzo right down onto the floor. Right now, Russian leg sweep. Or white Russian leg sweep, if you will.
In their case, I'd say that's appropriate. Another white Russian.
Nicely executed by Johnny McIntyre. Johnny McIntyre going for a sunset, going for a submission right now. We got a submission. We got a 2-way, 3-way. They're twisting Niles Young every which way but loose. And we got a submission victory right now for the tag team champions.